This PSA was brought to you by the Peter G Show.
You may have second thoughts after the show.
Don't drink the Foster.
We're really talented. We should get Oscars.
Just pick out a car, for Christ's sake.
No, hi, my name is Peter. Yeah, I want. Here's good.
Yeah.
Madam Perry.
I need to get back in the genie bottle.
Louis from Pennsylvania, you're on.
He likes it.
It's showtime.
Peter G Show. Peter G Show. Divorced dad, single dad. Divorced dad, single dad. Peter G Show.
That's right, folks. Right here, right now. Wednesday. Coming at you. Wednesday. I gotta tell you, I was feeling a little sluggish, but for some reason, the minute that exciting intro comes on, I'm back in the saddle, baby. That's right. Life of Peter G, the Peter G Show. Every Wednesday like clockwork, 6 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Central, and 9 p.m. on the East Coast. God willing, right here. And I feel good. I hope you do too. It's the Wednesday before Labor Day weekend. So for many of you, I hope you have plans. For those of you who don't, not a bad thing either. Sometimes doing nothing is really nice. Actually, I like that a lot, doing nothing. But anyway, it's a big weekend, holiday weekend, all the above, and that's it. Summer's over, folks. Summer's over. I mean, it's still going to be hot. Normally, September's still a hot month. I like hot. Hot. Just has a nice ring to it. Hot. But anyway, so it's it is what it is. The time is flying. So I hope you make use of your time. Again, I do support doing nothing once in a while. It's a good feeling. Sometimes you really need to, but for most of us, we have to stay productive because life just keeps on moving with or without you. But either way, I hope you're all doing well, and I thank you for those of you who are tuning in right now, and for those of you who may be watching and or listening in the future. And why, you ask? I'll tell you why. Because we got a great show tonight. That's right. I've been looking forward to this. I have, coming up in a few minutes, right here, celebrity psychic Miss Toni Greene. Yes, and she's in psychic medium too. That's right. But I like Toni because, also I can't tell you that part. No, I like she's different. I deal with a lot of psychic mediums, and they all have their thing. They all have their quirks. They all have their specialties. They all have their personalities, which leads me to Toni. She's special. She's got a bubbly personality. I like ruffling her feathers. I mean, she was on 2 years ago, and she's happy. I mean, she does what she does, and we're going to ask her all kinds of questions tonight. Might even take some phone calls if you're good. And we're going to find out exactly what she does, how she does it again, for those of you who may not have caught her 2 years ago, because I'm forever getting new people coming and going. But again, life keeps moving forward, and I love it because I've had encounters with her too, and it's really weird. Sometimes I'm like talking to her, and then she just out of the blue says something. And it's like, where'd that come from? She goes, I don't know. I just got my hair stood up on my arms. But either way, I always have a lot of fun with her. She's a lot of fun, and she's a celebrity psychic medium. It's like, what more do you want? So she's coming up in a few minutes right here, and I can't wait because I know what we got. But also, for those of you, I hope you enjoyed last week's show when we had Defender of the Republic on, Miss Kaidi Passy. She was on, plethora of information, made a lot of people happy, made some people not so happy. But then again, they're still hoping for joy and hope. You know, they're searching for joy and hope. And I got to tell you, good luck with that. Good luck for that search. Because I'm into reality. I'm into real life, telling it like it is, good or bad. We all want good. But sometimes you got to really take that bad and turn it into good, because the problem is when you have too much good, you start slipping. You got to get a reality check. Well, we're being taken down, and Defender of the Republic, you know, she just has a knack for spelling out and giving it to you in layman terms. And we had a good time last week, and I hope you enjoyed it too. Because, again, I get mixed opinions, and it's your opinion. Freedom of choice. It's America, right? So far. Keep looking for that hope and joy. In a few more years, we might beg to differ. But anyway, she was great. Always bringing good entertainment with information. Entertainment with a purpose. But I enjoyed her. And we're shifting gears tonight. We're going to do something a little more lighthearted. But then again, we might talk about real life too. So who knows? And as I said, we're going to probably take some phone calls. But the one thing I'm going to ask you is, please, 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 I need you guys. I need the help. Subscribe. Go to my YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe button. It's free. It only takes you a second to do it. They're screwing with me for the past 2.5, 3 years. Some of my things, they just throttle me down. It just, I'll give you an example. I ran 2 ads of Toni Greene coming onto this show. One ad did great. The other ad, invisible. And it's like, what is going on with that? And they got their bots and their algorithms because I'm a bad boy. I talk about things that they don't want me talking about. Bad. And they mess with me. And TikTok does too. TikTok took down two of my short highlight clips last week, and they took down 2 when we did the Lahaina fire stuff. They just censorship at its finest, folks. Talk about that on another show coming up soon. But that's where it's at. So please subscribe, follow. If you're watching from Facebook, follow, share. That's the key. I need you to share. Say, hey, you might want to check out this guy. He's not so bad. You know, he brings on some stuff I don't agree, but you know what? All in all, not bad. I think, you know, he deserves an applause. Thank you. Thank you. Either way, please. And again, I know it's time consuming. You have to go out of your way to sit and watch a long form show. That's why I love you, because a lot of you do. But if you can't do it and you're driving in the car, you spend time in the car, Google Peter G Show podcast, put an earbud in your ear, listen through your car speakers. You can do the audio version. We're on like 26 different audio platforms. I love when you watch, but the audio version is not so bad. I try to keep it to where the show is still understandable 90% of the time. Sometimes I play videos that you need to see, but either way, Google Peter G Show podcast audio, and you'll get to take the show on the road with you while you're exercising, while you're at work. Work is boring. You know it is. Let me bring a little light into your life. All right? Do that. I love you. I do. I know it takes effort. I really do. Believe me. Life is fast, and don't think I don't know this. I do. So that's why I'm so grateful. Want to do one thing. You know, I swore I wasn't going to talk about any kind of news or anything like this, but you just got to hear this. I mean, because there's a lot of you, but believe it or not, they go, really? I didn't know that. Or Peter, oh, that's nonsense. But Mark Zuckerberg from Facebook is finally admitting that the Biden administration, our government, was putting pressure on them over the past 3.5 years to censor and keep down information that they didn't want to come out. Mark, I don't know why he's telling all of a sudden. So something's going on. Maybe his ass is on the line. or he sees where the future is going, and he doesn't want to be on the wrong side of right, so to speak. Clever term on my part. He doesn't want to be on the wrong side of right because he sees it coming. But he just spilled the beans, and he's got letters to prove it, and they're online. Okay, I'm sick of these people that just don't know what they're talking about, and that's baloney. I still got people that are, mad at the Orange Man saying that he talked about our military for suckers and losers. It's like, okay, I'm going to start having that video just ready to go because I'm tired of people not really realizing that that's been debunked 2 years ago. He never said that. I mean, he said it, but it didn't come into the context that he was cutting down our military. Never has he said anything like that. But I'm just tired of the, I guess, misinformation just because you're being fed and you believe it. So that's why I try to bring some truth to the show. And whether you want to believe that or not, that is for you to decide. But I bring it to you so you decide. So Zuckerberg, something's going on because he spilled his guts. And he's admitting that he was pressured in suppressing information from our current administration. And I just wanted to bring that to your attention in case those of you, I mean, it's all over the news. It depends what news you're watching, unfortunately. I see a lot of good information on TikTok, which is kind of sad but true. But I just need you to know these things, all right? Because I'm going to be doing shows on this stuff, and I don't want you to be surprised. I want you to really understand. Anyway, oh boy, we got a lot of comments already. But I'm going to have to get back to those because I'm getting ready to, first, here's what we got to do. I'm bringing Toni Greene on in just 2 minutes. But first, that's right. But first, we all need, I scream, you scream. I'm in a good mood tonight. It's because we got Toni Greene on the show. I hope she doesn't read my mind. It's dangerous. It's dangerous. Last person that tried that, they were never the same again. So who knows? Anyway, all right, look, I want to hear from my good friends over at Clean Star Products with their money-saving fuel additive DX1 driver. It makes sense to save money on fuel, all right, and take care of your car. So we'll be right back in just about a minute.
Hello, I'm Tyrone Thompson of CleanStarProducts.com. This is DX1 Driver in the news, and here's what our friends have to say.
So I'm here to recap on the DX1 I've used. I put it in the oil and I put it in the gas. While I'm using it just for about 3 tanks. Cleaned everything out. I got every ounce of power back in my truck.
When Jared's truck was new, it had a lot of power. Then over time, it began to slow down. He got it all back with our DX1 driver program.
Something you got to see for yourself. It's a great product. It's affordable. And it blows all the other additives and esters out of the water.
DX1 driver is the finest oil in the world from a California environmental company. It goes into the fuel system and the oil. It's the only green grade product qualified for the carbon credits program, giving you better fuel mileage, lower emissions, and increased horsepower. So join the fuel savings revolution today. Go to CleanStarProducts.com/shop.
That's right, Clean Star Products. Look, 2 words. And really, I'm trying to, because I start talking about it because I really like the product, but 2 words. It works. Oh, I made a peace sign. It works. There's a lot of snake oil out there, and I know people can be skeptical, but I'm telling you, I use it myself on one of my high mileage vehicles, and I noticed the difference within 3 tanks. All you do is pour one of these little bitty bottles into the clean, fresh oil change, lasts the whole oil change. And every time you fill up your tank, you put one of these little bottles in the tank. It cleans out everything, makes everything run at its best, lowers the emission, boosts the horsepower. It just makes your vehicle run better. It's like good exercise, taking care of your body, and your body will take care of you. That's exactly what it does. And who doesn't want to save money on fuel up to 10%? But here's what you need to do. I'm sure you're curious and you have questions. Go to www.cleanstarproducts, www.cleanstarproducts. They have a website. On that website, there's a phone number. Call that phone number. Ty Thompson's going to speak to you personally. Why is he going to do that? Because he's going to know it's coming from me. You're going to say, hey, I saw this on the Peter G show. I have questions. And then he'll answer your questions personally because he has a passion for what he does. He believes in his own product, which I don't blame him because it works. But should you decide that you want to purchase the DX1 driver, you tell him you saw it on the Peter G Show, he'll send you 5 bottles for the price of 4, folks. A deal's a deal. Times are hard. Money's tight. 5 bottles for the price of 4. If you call that number at www.cleanstartproducts.com, the phone number on there, call it, speak to Ty, ask him the questions. Should you order, say, I saw it on the Peter G Show, that's going to get you 5 bottles for the price of 4. All I can tell you is, once again, it works. And they know what I do, and they still sponsor me. So God bless them. All right, here we go. But first, I'm prepping. Woo! Smooth. Let me do that again. I'm excited. I got to calm down. I always get excited when Tony comes on. Oh, yeah. I am ready. All right, ladies and gentlemen, in the making, we made it happen. She became available. In fact, she just got off of her own show and jumped onto my show. That's how busy this woman is. But ladies and gentlemen, from parts unknown, my friend and friend of the show, celebrity psychic medium on my show, making my show a whole lot prettier. Yeah. Hey. Hey.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. What's going on?
Not much. How about you? I can't believe it's been 2 years since I've been on your show.
I think it's been a little over 2 years, actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Great to see you.
You too.
Yeah, you look beautiful as always.
Why, thank you.
That's right.
So funny.
No, it just it makes the show better. It just it's like they get tired of seeing this. It's like
I don't know. I think they come for the content, the information that they get. Right?
Well, when I'm on the show, they have to, because there's no excuse for this. It's like poor Peter. So I said it's time to make the set a lot better, and then it's like, ladies and gentlemen, right there. So anyway, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for taking the time and coming on. I know that you just had a show, right? Your show goes from 7 to 8 on Wednesdays, correct?
Correct. Yes. From 7 to 8 on YouTube and Facebook. You can join in, you can call in, you can ask questions, connect with loved ones, whatever it is that you want to do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so you just, I hope you had a minute a break for yourself. I don't know how you did it, but because I'm going to keep you for a while, because I just know that there's people chomping at the bit already for Toni Greene.
Excellent.
Yeah. I mean, I can tell you right now, here we go. It's been listening to Miss Toni's clearings for years, still listening to her clearings daily. What's a clearing?
It's a form of healing work, like energy work. So if someone is going through something, I'll make a statement, and then whatever it is, let's just say survival mode. I think I did that a couple days ago. So if someone's in survival mode, I'll just say, I'll do it right now for anybody listening, watching, whatever it is. We're going to clear, heal, release all survival mode. Then we start pulling it out. And it's not me, it's your angels, your healers come in and they start pulling all of this from you. And as long as you're in alignment and you're ready to let this go, and most people are, believe me, you'll start to feel things lighten up or leave or tingle or whatever it is for each person.
Really?
So that's like a clearing is one of the healing works that I do.
Okay. Does it work?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
All right. Hey, Colleen Allen says, hello, Toni.
Hey, Colleen. How are you? Now, Colleen was the last person I was working with on my show, and my show actually ran out of time, and she had lost her son. And just a little update. She said, hey, you know, my son, David, on the other side. And I said, you know, how old was your son when he passed? I keep hearing 18, 18, 18, 18. And she said 18 is when it took the turning point, but he passed at 28. And so we were just going back and forth a little bit with some information there. And Colleen, I'm so sorry for your loss also. But she may have a question to ask as the show goes on too about her son or something else. Yeah.
Okay. Well, look, we got look. Fine. Oh, there's my technical advisor. Hey, Pete. He's on remote location. Hey, Pete. This is the kind of fans I got. He's you know, he's pumping the bicycle for the electricity to work to make all this work right now in the back of the kitchen. You know, in the restaurant. Yeah.
Hey, Paul. How are you?
He's like the rickshaw driver. You know, it's like chop chop. Anyway.
Oh my goodness, that's funny.
Yeah, you got Trisha. Trisha said, "I love your clearings." There you go.
Oh, thank you, Trisha. I really appreciate that.
I love your clearings too. I just didn't know if they would. You know, I don't. Guess I never asked you for one. I don't. You would. It'd be too daunting. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like, you know.
So if anybody has a question, they can post it in your chat. You can see it, I can't. But then if we come to a point where we're going to answer questions, you can just pop one up and I'll answer it. Okay. Otherwise, they can call in 845-277-9131, and I will take their questions there if we get to that point.
Yeah, I'll bring up the phone number in a little bit because I want to talk to you for a while.
Okay, Peter.
So why don't you reintroduce yourself and tell everybody, you know, who you are, a little bit about yourself and what you do, because again, you were great the last time, but I've got so much has changed in 2 years. I mean, the show has grown and, you know, people come and go, but again, you know, we've established a relationship that I'm very thankful for, and I want to share you with everybody. Okay, so go for it.
Thank you. So, okay, my name is Toni Greene. I'm a psychic medium and a channel. I also am a hypnotist and a healer. So I do many different types of healing work. But I'll start with the psychic medium and channel. So a psychic can answer questions about life, love, career, finances, or in general, where your life is going. A medium helps you connect with loved ones on the other side and get answers or just make a connection to somebody on the other side. A channel is someone who lets or who has higher ascended ones or angels communicate through you. They just kind of step in and start communicating messages of love and light, and kind of like Abraham does with Esther Hicks. But I work with a completely different group than Abraham. The healing work I do, other than the hypnosis, the healing work I do, the look of love and the energy healing, like the clearings, your angels and healers will do the work. I'm kind of just stating the work, and then they do it as long as you're in alignment for it. The look of love works best in person because it kind of comes through my eyes to the people that are there, and I do rooms of people at a time. And it's really quite amazing because during that healing, people will literally go back to past lives where something happened and have a flash of that, and then come back, and whatever that was, it's healed, it's done, it's over. But also things in this life, some people during the look of love, they'll just have tears coming out, and that's a form of healing, or they'll have visions, they'll just see colors, whatever it is. That's one of my favorite healings because it literally can take 30 seconds to 2 minutes where I'm just looking at the group of people or the person, and profound changes happen in their life. And that one, of course, is best if I'm doing that in person with people. I can do it online, but it's really good in person. And then the other ones are they're good no matter how I do them, over the phone, in person, or online, if they just watch my video online.
So you're telling me, because being hypnotized, like, I feel like I'm one of those kind of people that can't be hypnotized. Because what are you laughing at?
Oh, you're so cute.
you think you can hypnotize me, really? I just,
yeah, I do.
Really?
I do. I'll send you. I just did this program, a 6-session program on self, like self-respect, self-love, self-esteem, self-worth.
Yeah.
I'll send you one of them.
Talk about
And
confidence.
I'm going to tell you, you've been in hypnosis. So there's different stages of hypnosis.
Yeah.
There's like when you go to bed at night and you're not quite asleep and you're not quite awake.
Yeah.
You're kind of in that's the state of hypnosis. It's just the zoned out state.
Okay, but what makes you think I'm going to be sitting with you and you're going to get me into a zoned out state?
Well, because that's your intention. It's what you want to accomplish your goal.
True. I mean, believe me.
So you're going to lay down and close your eyes and allow it to just take over. You're going to allow the suggestions and everything to come in. Like when people come to me, they come to me for all different reasons. So if somebody comes to me to stop smoking, they really want to quit smoking. They're paying a considerable, like a good amount of money for the session. They're going to allow themselves to go to that space to have that done. So they don't have that issue anymore. But a lot of people come to me, especially in the beginning of my doing hypnosis, they were coming to me for childhood trauma, childhood abuse. And I worked with so many people that just really, all they wanted to do was heal. And I cannot tell you how much I adored being able to work with them. It was such an honor to be able to help them.
Okay, because I guess I'm saying, like, well, I don't really want to come to you to be hypnotized, but I've been thinking, like, I'm going to hypnotize you. You sit there and just listen to what I'm saying, and you're going to get hypnotized. I'm going, oh, hell no, that ain't going to happen. Because I know there are a lot of people that are hypnotized walking around this country right now, or brainwashed or whatever. But that's like two different things. And I'm just looking at them going, okay, wait, you're going to hypnotize me? I'm not that easily hypnotized. I don't think. I don't know how to say it.
No,
like,
I get it. A lot of people would say they can't be hypnotized, but I'm gonna just go a little bit left here and then bring it back. So much of what's going on in our world today, without getting too deep into it, is programming and commercial hypnosis. It's news. So once you hear something, there's a couple different ways to be hypnotized or programmed. Once you hear something the same way a certain amount of times, and this is why on the news, and we've all seen those videos where every news station from all over the US is saying the exact same statement. The latest one is, and we just think it's a little weird. We just think they're being a little weird. That's a way that is suggestive programming, which is the same as hypnosis. So when we went through lockdowns a couple of years, and I know we can't say certain words because of getting an X and getting the show taken down, but they used the same exact statements over and over and over again. Now, when you add fear with the same statement and you're hearing it all over and over again, that's a form of programming. And it's also a form of a way to hypnotize people. Now, in an actual session, the person is there because they want it. If I tried to hypnotize you right now, I would have to start with something like, so Peter, I'm really happy you're here today. I'm so happy we're going to accomplish so much today, and you're going to be really happy with the results, right? You're going to be really happy with the results, right, Peter?
Yes, I'm happy to be here.
My head, shut up. You see my head going up and down, and then your head went up and down. That's such a technique that people use.
Just a nervous twitch. I'm sorry. See, I tell you, folks, I know how to mess with her.
And one thing that's a little bit different about my sessions for hypnosis also is they're progressive hypnosis sessions, meaning when we first start, I give the suggestion for whatever you want. And then we start doing mind exercises where in your mind you're envisioning a scene and you're working through that scene to remove all of your blocks, to take out everything in the way of, let's say, Peter, you wanted a flood of money to come in. We're going to do a hypnosis. I'm going to give the suggestion. We're going to release whatever it is in your subconscious mind, your conscious mind, in the physical world that's stopping or blocking it, because everybody's birthright is a wealthy, opulent life on this earth. We just don't know that because we've been told otherwise. We've been programmed otherwise. Okay. So we remove that, but you're going to be in this hypnosis and you're going to do one exercise and then you're going to do another exercise. And then by the time we get to the third exercise, you're going to be so deep. And then I'm going to just say, okay, you don't have to listen to me anymore. Just allow your mind to wander. And that's when I bring in the suggestions that allow you to be reprogrammed into believing opulence is yours no matter what.
Okay, because again, I would assume that some people are harder than others because you slip back into your old ways and it takes a lot of practice. And I was just talking about actually going like, Peter, I'm going to hypnotize you, and me not really coming to you to want to be hypnotized.
Oh yeah, that's different.
Okay, like you go to those shows and they go and they make you walk like a chicken.
Yeah.
I don't understand that. I don't get it.
I've never done that to someone. I don't know. I've never made somebody. I don't do stage hypnosis.
Okay. But let me go on because I got more questions. It's like, can you, with your gift and seeing things, or I mean, you talk to the deceased as well, or you hear from them, don't you?
Mm-hmm. I connect with them. Yes.
I mean, can you turn it on and turn it off, or does it always just floating around you?
When I want to turn it off, I just turn on
CNN.
No, God, no. I will like zone out on videos. Like I'll just scroll TikTok if I want to turn it off, or I'll get really into something. Like I'm writing my 8th book right now. So I'll just start putting content for my book. And that way it will be a very good, that makes, if my mind is preoccupied, it's not going there. But if I'm just letting my mind wander, I'll start to see and hear. Like when I go to bed at night, there's a lot of stuff coming at me. So I'll be up sometimes until 4 or 5 in the morning with it. Yeah.
Like here's my example. You're at the store, you're in the checkout line, and there's somebody standing in front of you. Are you like all of a sudden, oh God, and it's like this and that, or something just kind of pops out and it's about somebody that's standing around you or something like that?
No, because, and I think the reason is, and I'll tell you why, I have really, very rarely does that happen. If I'm actually in a conversation with someone, that might come up, but I don't know people's personal beliefs, and I'm not here to change anybody's mind, and I'm not here to scare or startle anyone. And some people really have the belief system that they don't want anything to do with this. And that's fine. That's okay. I'm not here to say, listen, your grandma twice removed is here and wants to tell you, give the money back to the estate. I'm kidding. That has never happened. But I'm not here for that. And I have really strict boundaries on that. Now, if somebody calls me and they're setting up an appointment, like the other day, a woman called me and she was scheduling an appointment. And I said, this is going to sound really crazy because she had set up the appointment. I said, do you have a grandma on the other side that kind of looks like Betty White? And she cracked up and she said, yeah, we all told her she looks exactly like Betty White, because I was seeing like a vision that looked exactly like Betty White. I said, phew, because for a moment I thought you might know Betty White. And she's like, no, no, no. I have a grandma that looks exactly like Betty White. I'm like, yeah, I'm seeing her. And she was like very excited about that. I mean, we weren't even in our appointment time, but she was already in the belief of it. She believes in it. But I would never go up to a stranger, because I know no one in my family, even they believe in it. They don't want to know about it. Like, they don't want to deal with it. Like, I have a sister that's a born again Christian. She won't even talk to me. Her kids won't even talk to me.
The devil.
Or not, you know, but they're trained to believe that. They're programmed to believe, to not believe in their own inner voice, their own intuition. Can you even imagine? I can't even imagine to not listen to my own intuition. That would be, yeah.
Are you ever doing a reading with somebody and then you're going, oh my God, I can't go there, and then you just don't?
Once in a while, like when I get something that I know is going to be really, really difficult to tell somebody, I tell them. Like, I have a client whose son was in a coma, and I did get the message. I didn't want to know. I didn't want to know, like, because I'm really close to this particular client, and I didn't want to know. I didn't want to have to say, this is what's coming next. But then she called me and she said, hey, he's passed away. And so we all had a conversation, and it was a difficult conversation because I am close to that client. But yeah, when she called me like last week and she was telling me her son was in a coma, I didn't want to know the outcome of that. So when they were going there, I personally didn't want to hear it either.
All right, just wondering, because you know, are you ever afraid of like saying something and you know, it being, you know, super deep or serious and being wrong, and then having to have the lashback from it?
Oh my gosh, every day. Like, every time I give a message, especially on my show, like, I don't know the people. Like, even if they come back to my show, I don't know them. Like, I know you, Peter, like, we've had conversations, but every time I do a reading, I'm getting words or messages, and I'm like, I know this might not make sense, but ... and then they're like, oh yeah, that's this. And in my head, I'm going, oh my God, that's like the craziest thing. So yeah, I absolutely do have that. Every time I give a reading, I'm terrified because it's important to me. I give the absolute best messages I get. And there are people who will come in and tell me that's never going to happen. No way, because they didn't love the message. And then they come back and they're like, okay, it did happen. And it makes me sad, because I want them to have what they want, but there's also the truth.
Right.
Or this is Peter, here's one of my things. Oh my gosh, this has happened twice to me. And I just go, no. A girlfriend brings in her boyfriend.
Oh boy.
I had this girl who was African American bring in her very big boyfriend and sit down and say, is he cheating on me?
Oh boy. Oh boy. And he went and sat there with her.
Yeah, he leaned, he did the big boy lean. He put his arms on his shoulder and went like, go ahead. And I went, what I can say, and I looked straight at him. I said, what I can say is you wouldn't like if she was doing to you what you're doing to her, so you might want to quit.
Oh,
Now,
boy.
I think that's an answer. He got really upset at that answer, but she didn't want to read into that answer.
Then why did she bring him?
She wanted me to directly tell her yes, and who it was with. Well, it was with a number of people. He was just out there slinging ding-a-ling to everything.
He was excited. He was excited.
Yeah, he didn't really. But then here's another thing. Whether you believe in this or not, she had confessed to me previous to that she used. And a lot of people don't believe in this, and that's okay. But she had confessed to me that she used magic to get him and keep him.
A voodoo doll.
I don't know what she was using. I didn't want to know. When it comes to that stuff, I'm like, oh, no. I don't even want to know. I don't want to know. Don't tell me that is. I don't even want to know people can do that. I don't want to know they will do. I don't want to know that. Yeah.
Do you believe in that?
I have to say yes. A couple of years ago, I would have said, no, you have total control over your domain. But energy is energy. Like we're an energetic being. And I've had people reach out to me and clear them of magic and spells, and it by the time we're done, they're like, thank you, it's gone. Like they feel it leaving. And I have to say, yeah, I do believe in it now. I wouldn't. And if you believe somebody else's, here's the way I say it. When you go into a funeral home, you're automatically going to feel very sad because of the energy it carries. When you go into a club that's bumping music, you're automatically, that vibration is going to lift you, and you can walk in the worst mood, and before you know it, you're like boom, 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 and you're dancing and you feel great. Energy is energy. People can send energy. Are you strong enough to ward off the energy?
I mean, come on, roll the bones, chicken's feet,
I don't know enough about it to say.
Okay.
I do know people that I have worked with and cleared it from them. Their life turns around the next day. Their life turns around. They start getting good work. Their home dynamic changes. I don't know. And here's another thing I'll say. What you believe is possible, whether it's good or bad, for you. So if you believe that the dark energy taking you over is magic, once we release the dark energy, no matter what it is, then it's gone. And I'm at a point where there isn't, because of everything I've seen and everything I've worked with, I'm at a point where I'm not willing to say I don't believe in a lot, because I believe in a lot more now than I did like 20 years ago. 20 years ago, I was like, doity, doity, doy, doity, doity, doy. And now I'm like, holy, this is a really, 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 really odd and big world we live in. Yeah.
Doity, doity. I'm still
doity, doity, doy.
Oh,
doity, doity, doy.
Okay, it's interesting. Hey, look, it's Voices with Vicky. She came to visit. Hey, Peter, say hey to Toni Greene, Vicky. Actually, Voices with Vicky, she has her own podcast. She was on the show, and I guess she's just cruising the neighborhood, checking us out. So, hey.
Voices with Vicky, how are you? Happy you're here. Thank you.
She's a realist. She knows what's real and what's not. Yeah, let's say what she said. Well, there we go. Oh, she just said, hey, Toni. Look, hey, Toni. Hey.
Hey. Hey.
Hey, there we go. All right, look, why don't we do this then? Because we can keep on talking and stuff like that, but why don't we do what we said we'd do? Because I always end up running out of time, and let's have a little fun. I'm going to, we are going to open up the phone lines. And where is it? I've got it right here somewhere. And if they call this number, oops, that's the wrong number.
Yeah, that's not it.
Yeah, that's not it. Damn it.
That's not it.
I didn't pay my phone bill. That's why. Okay, here we go. If you guys call in 845-277-9131, you get to ask one question. It can't be on and on and on. You can't belong to On and On Anonymous, okay? Because I want to get to
Anonymous.
Yeah, On and On Anonymous. I belong to that club. Now I'm a master toast speaker for On and On and On, On and On and On. But you belong to hoity doity doity doity, you know. So it's like, look at that.
That's kind of like the old airhead, doity doity doy, like just walking around like nothing in the world matters, like doity doy. Yeah, yeah. If you call in, I'll answer a question or help you connect to a loved one. Please have an exact question about life, love, career, finances. It just makes it easier for me to get into your energy with one exact question. There are already a couple callers that have been waiting, Peter. So should I just take one of them?
Why don't you close your eyes and just pick one? You know, I don't want to be partial or anything. Just, you know, we're just going to pick some randoms. I want to let hopefully some newbies that never spoken to you, you know, possibly.
Yeah, I was waiting to see. And if you do call in, please remember to hit the 1 on your keypad, so that you can have your hand raised in the call log, so I know. But hopefully I do really want to do somebody new that I've never talked to before. I love those calls, but oh my gosh, Peter, all the lights in my house, in my kitchen just flashed. That's crazy. Okay, so we're gonna go 518. Are you there? Oh wait, hold on. I have to put her on speaker. I'm sorry, Peter.
No, it's okay.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, my name is Val. I haven't talked to you in a while. Okay. So I know you wanted to get someone new. It's been a while.
That's okay. Yeah, that's fair. Val, where are you calling from?
I'm in New York State.
Excellent. Val, what's your question tonight or your connection?
Oh, boy. My question. Oh, Lord. I guess I want to see what you see coming up around love, anything like in that realm.
Okay, so Val, the first thing I hear for you is September. Something's going to happen in September. I don't know if this is love. I'm just going to be really honest with you, Val. You're going to have a shakeup in September. Now, not all shakeups are negative or bad, but there's going to be a bit of a shakeup that's going to make you really have a different perspective or the way you look at things. I don't think we're doing a love reading, Val, but that's okay. Sometimes you get what you want, sometimes you get what you need. And in this case, I feel,
exactly.
Yeah, I really feel like they just need to tell you, you're going to have a bit of a shakeup coming in September. It's not financial, so that's a good thing. I always love when it's not a financial shakeup, but it's more. Yeah, we don't want no more financial stuff, right? Oy vey, no more.
Exactly.
I do feel like whatever this shakeup is, it's going to make you take a whole new. Okay, yeah, there we go. It's going to make you take a whole new look at your life and the way you're kind of doing your day-to-day operations, and you're going to make some changes that are going to put you in a new direction. And when you go in that new direction, it's going to open a door. And I see like a big door with like a heart on it. So it's going to open a door that will lead you. I'm going to say romance, to some sort of romance. Now, when this shakeup comes, whatever it is, it's a blessing in disguise. Okay.
Yeah.
Just remember that when it comes, just keep saying to yourself, this is a blessing in disguise. It could be worse. And when it all, when it's not all said and done, but after the shakeup or during the shakeup, start making changes that redirect certain aspects of your life and put you, like, for example, if it's a health shakeup and you end up start working out or doing something, it's going to put you in a direction where you have the potential to meet somebody. And I feel like that, again, the shakeup is coming in September, but by October, everything should be like, it's like, this is the water. And then by October, it's like, woo, just like little waves, like smooth waves. Like if you're in one of those tubey things and you're just like floating in the waves. By October, it should be like that. But Val, make some changes. Don't, just because you get past the shakeup, don't go back to business as usual. Okay, love?
Okay. And I appreciate that. You just have no idea what the shakeup's pertaining to, though. Exactly.
It could be well, it's not financial. I can tell you that. I feel like if it's going to be a shakeup, it might, you know, if I'm going with what, you know, they're saying about like making a few life changes, like working out and stuff, I would say it might have something to do perhaps with health, or something you're doing health wise, or something along that line. I don't want to be definitive about that, because it could be a couple different things that make you, you know, get into a better lifestyle, a healthier lifestyle. Whatever it is, it's not going to be long lasting, but it's going to be enough to give you a little bit of a scare to get you, hopefully, they're saying hopefully, in alignment with doing a few changes that will be really good for your life. Okay, love?
Okay, that makes sense. And I appreciate that very, very much.
Absolutely my pleasure. Absolutely my pleasure. Thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you guys for taking my call, and thank you, Toni. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
There we go.
And that's it. So
right.
If anybody else wants to call in, like from the Peter G show, I would love to answer a question from someone from Peter G. I think there might be one call from yours, but I'm not sure. But go ahead.
Take it, no matter what happens. 845-277-9131. Just go for it. But keep them online. I want to get a bunch of them through here. I think.
Oh, should we do another one?
Oh yeah, we're doing a wham bam. Thank you, ma'am.
And if your people want to post questions in the chat, they can do that also.
That's true too, and I'll watch that
on screen.
Okay,
we're gonna go. Let's do 929. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, Toni. Teresa, how are you doing?
Good, Teresa. How are you?
I'm doing well. Long time, long talk too.
Yeah. How can I help you tonight, love?
Okay, so things are, the next time I call, hopefully I'll have more information, but things are going pretty well. I believe I'm on the right track. I am a realtor. You've been looking for a place. So I'm still in the old place where, you know, I talked to you before. I'm still in the old place, but I'm working with this, on behalf of the, per the housing court judge's request. I'm working with this, I'm working with another agency to see, to get a vacate order. You see a vacate order being issued in the month of September? Because I'm going to be out of here probably like by the middle of October.
Vacate. So, okay, Teresa, I'm going to focus in on that. Give me a second. Are you going to get a vacate order in August, September, October? You'll have it for sure by October, but I think, and Teresa, I'm going to say this, and I hope you really embrace this. Don't wait until the bitter end. Do what you can, how you can, as soon as you can. All I can say to you, sweetie, is do not wait until the bitter end. Like, I know this is going to sound a bit like I don't mean it to sound harsh, but get out as soon as you can, because, and I want to be really careful about how I say this. I know you are not intentionally playing with people. right? I know you're not intentionally playing, but you have to understand when a person feels like they've been pushed past their limit, they may not be thinking as well as time goes on. So just, the sooner you go, the better for you. Okay, love? That's what I have for you, sweetie. I hope that helps. And do not push this to the bitter end, because it will not turn out well for you. It will not turn out well for you. Even if the law is on your side, it will not turn out well for you. Okay, sweetie? Okay. Peter, are you any questions in the queue? Any questions in the queue?
I want to just reiterate on this. When you guys call, make sure you have an exact quick question to ask so we can get to the point, because the show's I only have so much time, and if I want to get to these calls, I need you guys to ask Toni Greene exactly what you want to know, and that way we can get it in there. I hate to be a hard ass, but somebody's got to be. I mean, just because I want to take care of you people, and I want to take advantage of the time I have with Toni Greene. But
yeah,
that's it. So, okay, so here's the thing. I see that. What does that mean? 3,800. Colleen, this is the woman that you spoke to earlier.
She's Colleen. Are you 262? Is the first three numbers of your phone 262?
She wants the number. Maybe 3,800. Yeah.
That would be the last four. Because as I look at the thing,
go ahead. Because she gets a free pass because you just told me a story that I can't even imagine. But let's try.
I'm gonna click this one. I think this is Colleen. Colleen. Hi. What's your name and where are you calling from? Hi. Colleen?
Hi, this is Savannah, actually. I'm Colleen's daughter. She's next to me, though.
Okay, Savannah.
Hi, Toni.
Hi there. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm really good. Very good. So, your mom was actually in the YouTube chat on my show I did right before I jumped on to Peter's show. And she was asking about your brother, David, who passed at 28, correct? Right?
Yes.
Okay. Yep. And here's what I'm going to say. For everybody who wasn't listening, I kept hearing 18, 18, 18, and that's when everything took a turn for worse. But one of the things I heard on the show also when I was on the previous show was 12. It started at 12. It really dug in at 18. And I did not confirm with your mom what the age of 12 would have meant, but the whole 18, we understood that. But I want to ask you, do you have anything you want to say? Is that what, first of all, is that why you're calling in? And is there anything you would want to say?
Yeah, that is why we're calling in. But I just thought, personally, is there any messages that he has for me, or is he around my family and I? Just kind of general, opening it up.
Okay, I want to know. I'm gonna just ask you. Your name is Savannah, right?
Yes.
Thank you for confirming that. Sometimes I forget sometimes there's so many names going around that I will forget. Who is the little blonde child? I keep seeing a little.
There's two.
Okay, thank you. I just see this little.
Near my younger sister.
I'm sorry, one more time.
It could be me or my younger sister.
Okay. I just keep seeing the image, and I don't know if you guys are seeing this. My kitchen light keeps flashing, which you guys could not see, but then the light here is flashing too. As I look at the screen, I just will see the light flash, which is crazy, which is good because they really work through electronics. Okay, so thank you confirming the younger sister thing, or you or your younger sister. Thank you for confirming the blonde, because he's showing me a blonde, younger blonde child. So thank you for confirming that. The biggest thing that the biggest message he would want to give, the first and biggest message, because he's not sure how much time he's going to have to talk. He wants to say, thank you. And then again, he's saying he's sorry. Tell her I'm sorry. I should have listened. Your mom was his saving grace. And he understands. He understands the value of time and the value of life now. He really understands the value of time and the value of life, and he understands all the dynamics that went with this. Whatever this is, I haven't asked him and he hasn't mentioned what this is, but he really understands all the dynamics that went with it. Okay? And the other thing that he, banana cream pie. I think let me rephrase that. I think it's banana cream pie. That's what it looks like. It could be a different pie that might look similar to banana cream pie, but does banana cream pie or pie, just pie. Pie.
I think it's pie. Pie is Jack. Oh, yeah.
Hi. Like pie.
I don't know if that's what he's trying to say.
I'm sorry?
There was just a running joke in the family where his other brother used to call people a pie if he was angry at him when he was younger. I don't know if that is it, or what he's trying to.
So for him to randomly show me a pie or a piece of pie, that I'm gonna guess. See, when they show me something, I don't know what it means, so I'll state it the way I see it. But for you, it's gonna make sense in the way it is for you. Did I say that correctly? Like, if I say pie, I'm seeing a pie. I just got more exact and said banana cream because it looked like banana cream. But that would probably be it, because that's the way it makes sense for you guys. That's how he would have meant it. So yeah, that I'm going to guess that's the yes to that. The other thing he would want to say is he's using two terms, and the first one is just like he's kind of saying he knows, like, he put you guys through hell or torture, and even though that is how basically it was supposed to go, he really is sorry that it went like that. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, yes, that's perfect sense.
And he's sorry, but he said he does love you guys, and he wants you to know he loves you. It was never because he didn't love you. It was more about how he felt about him. And again, I hope that makes sense for you guys.
Clearly, yeah, very clear. Okay. Yeah, thank you. It does.
And he there's one last message, and then I'm gonna let you guys go. He would like to say if he could do it all over again, he would do it differently. But the truth of the matter is he probably wouldn't, because this is just the way it was supposed to play out this time around. Which really makes me very, very, very... Okay.
Hello?
Yeah. So that is what he's saying. And I hope that helps you a little bit. Like, there's nothing you could have done differently. There's nothing you could have said differently that would have changed this, because it's just, it's kind of how it was just supposed to work out this time around. Okay, love? So don't beat yourself up. Okay. What he's trying to say is, don't beat yourself up that shoulda, coulda, woulda, because this is just, it's like how it
is what it is.
I don't know why this is getting to me, Peter. Like, I'm about to start falling, but he's just saying, like, it's the way it was supposed to be, and don't think there's anything you could have said or would have said or done that would have made it any different. Okay.
There you go, Toni.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys.
Thank you, Toni.
You are so welcome, and thank you so much for calling in. And call in anytime. Happy to help in any way that I can. Okay, Peter, how are you doing, Peter?
Well, I got a question right here. This is from my Peter G Show associate. He wants to know, maybe you can ask Toni where my package is. What package you talking about, Paul?
That's what I was gonna say.
But no, let's get your mind out of the gutter. I had a package sent to me, and it's been 9 days now, and it hasn't shown up. And I want to know if somebody stole it or if it's just lost.
It's going to show up. I'm hearing it's going to show up next week.
Next week.
That's just what I'm hearing. I don't know.
Right.
I'm hearing it's going to show up next week, but we'll see what happens. Okay,
right.
We'll see what happens.
It shows up. I just, people steal things, and it was sent on regular mail, and my daughter doesn't have the tracking number or receipt because that's what she did, and it's like, and I'm going, that's a wash.
Sometimes, some things really are taking a really long time to get to us. Some things they're just. I'm hearing next week.
All right, good. Oh, good, because I want it. It's like everybody needs a package.
Okay. Anybody else in the queue have a question, or should we go?
No, but that was Paul. Leave it to Paul to always ask the good stuff. Now pedal that bicycle so we keep the electricity going, Paul. There you go.
Okay. Should I take another caller, or
let me see if there's something here? Yeah, go take another call. But like I said, direct to the point, and wham bam, thank you, ma'am.
Okay, Toni. We're gonna go. I think 415 is next. 415. What's your name and where are you calling from? Hi.
Hi, my name is Tanya. Hi, my name is Tanya. I'm calling from the Bay Area in California.
Yeah.
How can I help you today, love?
Hello? Today is my brother's birthday. He would have been 46 today. His name is Blaze, and I was wondering if you have a message for me.
Okay, so Tanya, the first thing that I hear, and again, what I hear should in some way make sense to you, either about what's going on in your life, or this is something. The first thing I actually hear is a song, and the song is "Take It on the Run, Babe." You can take it on the run, babe, if that's the way you want it, babe. But it's something need you around. That song, that's the first thing I'm hearing. So either something going on in your life, you love this song, he liked this song, whatever it is, that song should mean something, or the statement from that song should mean something. The next thing that I hear from Blaze is he didn't do what they said he did. And the way he's saying it is he didn't do what they said he did. So I'm not sure if he's talking about him or someone else. Because usually if they're talking about themselves.
What he's talking about.
I'm sorry?
I do know what he's talking about. And we suddenly lost him.
Okay.
It was a tragedy.
Okay, so I'm really, really sorry for your loss, sweetie. I'm really sorry for your loss. And sometimes I'm so in the energy and getting the message, and I'm so concerned with getting the right and the clearest message that sometimes I forget to say I'm sorry for your loss and get into the human emotion of it, because I'm in the etheric energy of it. He really just keeps saying he didn't do what they say he did.
I know that.
Okay.
And I think that I am the only family member who knows this.
Well,
I think I am the only one.
You can have, if it matters to anybody else or anybody else cares, you can have them listen to this if you think it will help. the next thing that he wants to say is, oh, well, it doesn't really matter what they think. The truth will come out. So that's the next thing. And who cares what they say anyway, because let them, like, he's just saying, like, let them eat cake. Like, meaning, let them believe what they want. Who cares? You know, and that's what matters to him, is the fact that you know, and in your knowing, that's enough for him. And he wants to say he loves you and he cares about you. And thank you for thinking enough about him to ask, of all the things you could have asked, because he's saying you have like 100 things you could have asked, and you used your one question or your one thing to ask about him. And it means so much to him because he wouldn't have thought that you would have like cared enough to do that. But thank you for that. And he loves you. And don't be too sad about it, because he's in a place of like jubilee, or he's in a good space. He's in the best space he's ever been in.
I know he is.
He is. He's
I feel him come and visit. And,
yes.
I put my music on, and
yeah. And
we were deeply connected, and he was here. So
he is singing the song.
And he passed.
I'm sorry, love?
On my birthday. He passed on my birthday.
Yeah, he said he could have planned that a little better, but then he starts laughing really hard.
Yeah,
he's like laughing. He goes, "Well, you'll never." He says, and he's such a smart butt, because he goes, "Well, at least you'll never forget. Like, it's bittersweet, and you'll never forget now. Like, we both, because what they call it is their new birthday, so we both have the same birthday now." We both have he's saying we both have the same birthday now. And he does have another song coming through, sweetie. And the song is that song, I Want to Rock and Roll All Day and Party Every Night.
It's rock and roll all night and party every day.
Okay. Okay, so favorite music through me, you would think I could get it. I don't always get it exact, but you know.
Yeah.
And he's saying you're going to be uplifted, or you're going to feel better in a month, and it's okay to be okay. Like, when you're okay, it's okay to be okay. Take your time, grieve, mourn, but then like get over it and get on with your life and take it by the horns, because it's just way too short to suffer. Okay, love?
Yeah.
Okay,
thank
excellent.
you so much, Tori. And thank you, Peter. And
you're welcome.
I really appreciate this. Thank you
That's
so
all
much.
right.
You are so welcome. You are so welcome. And remember, you can come to my show anytime and ask questions also. Okay, love?
Yeah, everything happens for a reason.
Okay, have a wonderful evening.
You too. Okay, sweetie. Thank you again for the call. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.
You're welcome. Bye-bye, love.
Here you go. You have somebody, Kate. I didn't pass my probation at work. I suspect that it was fated this way. Was there anything I could have said, done that would change the outcome, or was this up and planned to be the result?
Okay, I'm good. This is supposed to be the result, but not because of somebody like setting you up. This was to get you through, but this wasn't supposed to be the place where you were going to like kind of like stay. There's something much better coming in. You're going to find it in, I hear, a week, a month, meaning something could come in a week, and within a month you're there, you're working there. If you choose, I mean, if you're going that route, and don't feel badly about this. It's almost, I just hear it's like divine intervention, Kate.
Are you sure Kate's not in prison and didn't get past probation?
She says at work, Peter.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah. I didn't see that. I forgot. I forgot.
But Peter, have you ever seen, I'm going to change the subject. Have you ever seen any of those videos or anything about that show about prison wives? Oh my God.
Prison wives? Yes. You want to be a prison wife?
Oh God, no. Oh, no. That is the craziest. I'll see a video every once in a while about these men in prison and these women that are like trying to be their wives. And in my head, I'm like, what do you think? Like, this is what you want. This is your dream. It's really easy when a dude's in prison to say all the right things and to give you all his attention, and you know where he is 24/7, and you think he's not cheating on you.
Well, I'm sure they'd be happy to see you.
Stop, Peter. You always make me crack up. You make me laugh so much all the time. No, yeah, seriously, that's a whole thing. They made a whole, I think, like TV series out of it. It's crazy. And then when they get out, their whole attitude changes. Imagine.
Yeah, they did. All right, look, Annie, your lucky day. I want to ask my guides, why am I stuck in my career? Oh, shoot, take a number. Everybody's stuck in their careers. But
yeah, I think Annie, it's Annie, it's
or Annie, yeah, it could be.
Let's clear it. We're gonna do a clearing on being stuck in our career, just being stuck in general. Let's just do a clearing on being stuck. And I really feel that in my chest. So like, if you feel it, great, let us know. What I'm gonna say is right now, nothing and very few things are moving, so to say, right now. I think everybody's waiting to see what comes next, what's going to happen next. So just kind of know that, I guess. I feel like in about 4 months, everything's going to open up, be wide open, or be more moving forward in about 4 months. Just hold on and get through the next couple months, and everything should open up. Okay, love? I hope that helps.
Plus, yeah. I mean, look, life's a bitch, but a lot of people, don't get off the couch to do anything about it too. So hopefully she is, if that's not what you're happy with, then you need to come up with something that will make you happy and do it. I mean, because life is short. So
yeah, and I'm always telling everyone, if you can do something on your own that's not governed by a company or a business, do it. If you can get a side hustle started, if you can start your own business, it doesn't have to be a brick and mortar. Just do it. Because first of all, you will have so much freedom and creativity come into you, and you would be amazed where it can go. Don't quit your day job, but at least start something on your own on the side. I believe in that wholeheartedly.
I mean, when I first started my Walmart greeter job, I mean, it was tough in the beginning, but I got better at it, and I'm good now. It's like, hello, hola, welcome to Walmart. Would you like a buggy? Now it's cake, and I'm pleased to say what? I'm rolling in the dough now. Okay. That's right.
That is not the kind of side hustle I'm talking about.
I got Walmart bucks, baby. You wanted some Greene, Toni Greene. All right. Yeah.
Okay, Peter. Any other questions in the galley? I think we have one more phone call. Hey, if you're calling in, please don't forget, if you have a question, to hit the 1 on your number pad so that I know you have a question. Do you have anybody else in the in the queue asking questions, Peter?
I can take you shopping in Walmart and buy you some bling, Toni Greene. That's right, because I'm
Oh, like this, bling like this.
Well, even more. I'll get you some because I got Walmart credit going on.
Oh, come on now, you don't want to spoil me.
That's true, but you've been good. You've been good. All right, so you want to take? Okay, here we go. We got. Here's what we're gonna do. One more phone call, and then I'll take one more online question. Which one do you want first, the online question or the phone call?
Let's do the online first.
All right. Well, this happens to be Festine's lucky day. Will I be able to move back into my house anytime soon, or is there another house in front of me? If so, where's the money coming from? Thank you.
Okay, Festine, is she going to be able? No, I don't think you're going to be able to move back into your house. I think it'll be too complicated and it will just cost too much money. There is something else coming in, but you really have to get a direction in your head and stick to it. You have to go to like government agencies, grants or an agencies or both. Every agency, you can just get on the thing and start searching every money possibility with organizations, charities, government agencies, and even grants, because there are so many grants for women, for people, for homes, for all these different things. Get on. If you need somebody to help you, there are people that will help you find the grants. There's a guy named Lesko, Lesko. Look him up. He has people that will help you find grants for what you need. That is what I'm getting for you, sweetie. But to get back into the house, it's going to be too long and too complicated. I feel like that process is they're not going to either want that or allow that. And I hope that makes sense to you, love. I hope that makes sense.
See, this is why I like the online questions, because you can get right to them and then knock them right out of the park. But here's a little insider tip, Festine, because I'm not a psychic medium, but I'm in the know. If you move to California right now and claim to be an illegal immigrant, you will get a $25,000 grant to get you into a house. You don't even need a job. In fact, they'll give you money.
They're now doing them for $100,000. They've upped the ante. Yeah. And in Oregon, California, and in Oregon.
And you won't even have to pay that back until you sell the house, if you ever sell the house, because all you got to do is move, 18 of your relatives or friends in there, and then you're good to go. So move to California. I don't know where you might live in California now, for all I know. But if you haven't or you don't, move to California, because they're getting ready to really give it up. So
yeah. I mean, there's a lot of benefits to being an illegal right now. There are really a lot.
Throw away your IDs and just start afresh.
Come over that.
That's right. Because Toni was thinking about doing that, and she was going to have her new name. It was going to be Toni Gringo. Toni Gringo. Yeah. Anyway.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You think they would buy it when the only thing I can say is muchas dias gracias?
Doesn't matter. It says no, the name is self-explanatory. Toni Gringo, it's
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Toni White Girl. Yeah, it's right. This damn exciting show, I'm telling you. It's great. All right, one last phone call, and then I want to wrap it up with you. God, I'm going way over time, but you're worth it. So let's do it.
I'm gonna go to 850. What's your name and where are you calling from?
That's Florida.
Hello, 850.
Tanya from Pensacola, Florida.
Hey, Tanya, how can I help you today?
I need to know if my son has a message for me to help ease my anger from his death.
What's his first name, love?
His name's Jonathan.
Johnson?
Jonathan.
Jonathan. His name, love, his name is Jonathan?
Tanya. Tanya, say it one more time, baby.
Jonathan.
Okay, thank you, love. Okay, and how old was he when he passed?
40.
Okay, so the reason I'm asking is because I hear 26, 26, 26. That means something happened at 26 that had to do with what happened at 40. And what I'm getting is that at the age of 26, he really changed. Something changed. Something in his life changed. Something in his life, like, went upside down, topsy-turvy, whatever it is. At 26, something happened. Something. Whatever that is. Now he needs you to know when he was, and I'm just saying what I'm hearing. And sometimes after the show, people will think about it and say, yeah, okay, now I see what's going on. But he's saying he went off the rails at 18, but it really started at 16. And at 15, he was a little, I'm just going to use the word, maybe he was acting differently or something like that. And 16, but at 18, he kind of went off the rails or went in a different direction than he coulda, shoulda, woulda. Does this make sense to you, love?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for the confirmation. The biggest thing he wants to say, and again, and again, there's so much, we have like 2 minutes to say a lifetime worth of stuff. Okay, we're basically getting you what you need to hear, and it might not be the, like, Mom, I love you, you were the best mom. Those things are all true. But what he really wants you to know right now is there were things you didn't know about. Something happened when he was, there was something when he was 8, and then from there, everything kind of just went in a direction. So whatever happened when he was 8, and he's not blaming anyone or anything, but then from there, everything just kind of went in a direction, like not a choice was made, but a path was put. And I'm going to tell you, I can tell he had a very, very, very strong energy, because the vibration in my ear, I'm not only hearing it, but I'm feeling it, like, he was a very stubborn and very willful person.
90 seconds.
Nobody was going to talk him out of anything. And I hope you're watching on YouTube, just in case we get disconnected here. But nobody was going to talk him out of anything. Nobody was going to tell him anything different. And he was going to do what he damn well wanted to do. And that's from him, not me. And even as time went on and he kept doing what he was doing, he knew. He said, I was very
60 seconds.
Knew what I was doing. I just wanted to keep doing it. There, I would not stop, because I would have had to, like, I hear that song, Back to Life, Back to, he didn't want to touch reality. He didn't want to be with reality. And that has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with all the things that happened pre his passing. And he said, you have every right to be angry, but don't punish yourself like that. You've already gone through enough. It's time for you to realize, you know, he's doing like this, and he's saying you did everything you could. And at some point, you never gave up the responsibility. Most parents don't, but I was no longer your responsibility, and you no longer could have changed or controlled what I did. And he would have made these choices regardless of anything anyone said, did, any of that. So please don't be angry, and don't blame it. Take on responsibility for it. I don't know if you're still on the line, but I hope that makes sense to you.
Yeah, yes, he does.
Okay.
He wouldn't change his life, and it ended up with his friend murdering him.
So, okay, thank you. So what you cannot be angry about this, love, because I'm going to tell you something. And I need to be, this is him, this is not me. And I, take it for what it's worth. I'm going to tell you what I'm hearing. It was him or me. And he tried to change. He tried. And it was him or me. And I don't know how many details of the whole thing came out, but he's saying, Mom, it's just a deal gone bad. It was just and this doesn't have to mean something like, it doesn't have to mean a drug deal. It doesn't have to mean a business deal. It could just mean they had an agreement amongst themselves and it just went the wrong way. But he's saying, don't be, if it wouldn't have been this, it would have been something else, because when it's your time, it's just your time. It doesn't matter how you go, you just go. This was the, and I need to say this, and it's not going to help. And I hope it helps. But, a lot of people believe in past lives and don't believe in past lives, but this was a balancing of a scale. He's saying we balance the scale, we're even. It was a deal gone bad. Don't be angry. In the end, it's all working out the way it's supposed to. And the scales are balanced. I hope you understand that, sweetie. I really hope you understand that.
Yes, I do, Toni, and thank you very much.
Absolutely, my pleasure, love. Absolutely. I hope you have an amazing rest of the night. And I'm so sorry for your loss. And please remember, I go live every Monday at noon and Wednesday at 7 p.m. on my channels. You can call, all y'all can call in then, and I'll be happy to help you in any way I can. Okay, Peter?
Yeah.
Peter, back to you, Peter. Peter, back to you.
Back to me. Thanks, Toni.
Yeah, absolutely. My pleasure. Absolutely.
It's really weird because I don't know that woman, but I know of that woman.
You know of the situation?
No. But my father knew all kinds of people.
Okay.
My father knew. It's really weird. I learned more about my father at his funeral. I mean, his hanging around life, because he was my dad. But every place I go, they go, "You're Peter G." They go, "I know your dad." Yeah, it's like, because my dad couldn't sit his ass still. He had to go popping around all the time. And I'm almost positive that was somebody who was an acquaintance of my father's, because he and she follows the show. And I'm glad you picked up that call, because that was it's hard.
Yeah, there were a couple other calls I could pick up, but I was so drawn to pick up that call, and I'm really grateful I did too. I'm so grateful I did.
As you were doing that, I'm going, wow, I'm really glad that, because she's actually a pretty avid follower, and that's good, and I hope it helps her.
I hope she's still listening, because the message I'm getting, or what I'm seeing, I don't know if she's not on the line anymore. I would click her back on. The message I'm getting is there was a dog too, not at the same time, but at some point there was a dog, but he has the dog is with him. The dog is with him, because our pets go, they in the afterlife, we end up with them. So there's a dog with him. I think it's a dog. It's pretty far away. I don't think it's a cat. I'm pretty positive it's a dog. I just keep getting there's a dog with him. So if he had a dog as a kid, or you guys had a dog at some point, your dog is also with your son. So, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good job as always. Again, I hope we didn't wear you out because I know you were going before this show on your own show, and then you kind of jumped directly onto my show, and I've had you pinned down for all this time, but I am truly appreciative of it. If people want to find you, they need to go to like your website or something, right? Or how's it?
Yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah, if you go to my website, all the information is there about how to have a private session or, you know, to get in contact with me. Yep, that's my website right there. Absolutely.
Yeah, there you go. www.tonig.info.com. You could find the one and only Miss Toni Greene right here. And again,
you don't need the .com. It's tonig.info. That's okay though. That's okay though.
Didn't they have .coms or dot?
It's something? Only .info.
Really?
But I know everybody's so used to doing .com.
Okay.
Everybody thinks that. Yeah.
Okay,
everybody thinks that.
So that's your, instead of the .com, it's the .info. I didn't understand that. I just thought you had a dot between your dot and oh boy. Okay, so that's
I was being so clever when I saw .info, like, oh yeah, they call me for information. And no, I was not being clever. It just caused so much confusion in my domain thing. Yeah, but it's just .info, which is okay.
Oh well, no, I'm gonna fix it right now. I can do that because I have the power. Yeah,
Peter, it's always such an honor to be on your show. I love being here as a guest. Thank you so much for having me.
That kind of talk will get you everywhere. But you know, look, I know it takes a lot. You know, you're always on. You're a hustler. I mean, because life is busy and everybody wants inside information. You know, it's like, tell me my future. You know, it's that's why I said you don't want to go into this head because I'll scramble your brains. You know, you won't be the same after trying to look into this crap right here.
No, I don't believe that. Not for a second. Not for a second.
Well, again, I appreciate it, especially when you were talking about giving people the look of love. It's like,
Stop.
I'll give you the look. I'll give you the look. The look of love is like,
stop it.
Yeah, it's like, oh boy, I don't think I could keep a straight face if you were giving me the look of love. It's like, because then if you start looking into my brain, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna embarrass myself. It's like, no, don't go there.
Oh my goodness, Peter.
All right.
Oh, my eyes are watering.
I love playing with you. You're always a good sport. And again, so thank you. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, one last look at the beautiful and talented psychic celebrity psychic Toni Greene right here on my little show. Thank you for your time.
No, thank you.
Just hang out for a little bit if you can give me, and let me finish up here, and then
hey, everybody who's watching, listening, subscribe to Peter's channel, hit the like button, show Peter some love. Thank him for having me on. Just give him some love right now. This is how we keep our channels alive. This is how we can keep going and spread whatever we're trying to spread, whether it's about what's going on in the world or messages from above, whatever it is. So give him some love right now, if you wouldn't mind. Thank you so very much.
There you go. Thanks, sweetheart. Listen, tell everybody one more time when you do your shows and where to find them when you're online. And because I know you do, 2 shows a week?
Yep.
Okay, tell everybody.
So I am live every Monday at noon and every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Both of those times are Central Time. And you can call in. You can ask questions in the chat. It's on YouTube. It also goes on Facebook. But if you want to ask questions, it's best to go to the to YouTube because you can put them in the chat. You can call in. I think that's it, right, Peter?
Sure.
Sure. Yeah.
Sure. I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Next year, are we, there was talk of us doing a relationship show. Are we doing that next year, or do I need to keep my,
I think I right away heard this year.
Really? The year's almost over.
Toward the end of the year, more toward maybe October, November. Yeah, I hear that. October, November.
All right.
Is going to be when that might start. That's what I mean. Honestly, that's what I'm hearing intuitively.
I just want to know whether I need to keep my schedule clear or not, you know, because there's always something.
You're free until October.
I'm free until October. Okay. Well, I'll make a mental note of that. And again, I don't want you looking into my aura, because this is a PG rated show. And
listen, of all the gifts and abilities that I have been blessed with, mind reading is not one of them. Thank goodness.
Okay, my mind over your mind. My mind over your mind. That's right. That's right. All right. Listen. Thank you. And well, you know, I don't know. I guess it's been way too long, but sometimes it's just really good and refreshing that what we did. And again, we should touch on this every once in a while, because I think people appreciate it. If you're
thank you, and thank you, Peter. I'm really grateful to be here and that you brought me back on. Thank you so much, Peter. Thank you.
It's all good. All right, wave to everybody. Last look at the lovely and talented Miss Celebrity. Say, oh, the Queen wave.
The Princess Queen.
Yeah, Princess Queen. All right.
Long live. No, thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for joining the show and bringing your questions and your loved ones in. Thank you. Thank you so much.
There you go. All right. I'll talk to you in a bit. There we go.
Bye-bye.
And there you go. Oh, I didn't do that. There I go. There we go. All right. Bravo. I hope that you all enjoyed that. And especially the ones who got to have questions and answers. Because again, I don't take a lot of this stuff for granted. Now I make jokes because I'm an idiot, but but you know, I'd rather laugh through life than cry through life. That's for sure. Although again, there's a good mixture of up and downs, and as Toni would say, balance. But I'm really glad that I finally got to have her back on, and I hope that sufficed you guys. If you want her back on, write to me. Let me know. You know, again, you know, who can ever get enough of Toni Greene? You know, it's just the way it is. Again, I know people find that interesting, and I do too. And so there you have it, folks. Entertainment with purpose. Life of Peter G, the Peter G Show, every Wednesday like clockwork, 6 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. on the East Coast. We went long. I was going to stop, you know, a certain time, but again, it's hard to stop with it because I like it a lot. I like it a lot. So again, don't forget, please subscribe. They give me hell on YouTube when I start getting and talking about real life. They don't want me talking reality, unfortunately, but let's fix their little wagon. So just keep on subscribing. It's free. It's easy. Just hit the subscribe button. Follow me on Facebook, on LinkedIn, BitChute, Rumble, TikTok, Instagram, whatever. But the key is to share, because there's a lot of people that don't even know we exist, because it's a big world out there. So say, hey, check this guy out. Check out Toni Greene. Check out us together doing a show right now. How's that? I thought we did good. I just she did good. I was just like the water fountain on the side in case you got thirsty. Again, she makes the show look so much better. But anyway, here we go. I digress. Love you guys. I'm going to tell you again, just to be kind. Life is short. Really is short. And you don't have to be an ass. I know there's a lot of pressure going on, a lot of things going on, but you know, you don't have to take a bunch of crap from people. You don't. It's just, you know, again, life is short. Think before you speak. I learn about that every day. I've gotten better. We all have our flaws. Nobody's perfect, but some are better at things than others. You know, we all have our qualities, and it's good to be self-aware, to know what you're good at and what you're not good at, and then try to be, you know, to work on things. Again, life is not perfect. Things happen. Hey, I should write that down. Things happen. Make a t-shirt. Oh, it's been done. Just take care of yourself. Again, life is worth living. Live it. Even though we all go through ups and downs, and God don't I know it, but I get up every day and we do it because I want to bring this to you. So my name is Peter G. Thank you for watching Life with Peter G, the Peter G Show, right here every week. Share, share, share. Please, please share. All right? That's it. As always, I truly love you guys. Have a great Labor Day weekend. Be safe. And then tell me how it all worked out. Love you guys. Peace out.
Peter G Show, Peter G Show, divorced dad, single dad, divorced dad, single dad, Peter G Show.